Hello everyone. Today I'm going to present you a tutorial on topic extensor retinaculum. In this video we are going to cover the introduction, attachment, function and compartments of extensor retinaculum. So let's start. So what is extensor retinaculum? Extensor retinaculum is basically a deep fascia which gets thickened to form an oblique fibrous band, right? The deep fascia that is present on your back of the wrist or on the posterior part of your wrist is thickened to form an oblique fibrous band, right? It is 2 centimeters broad vertically and it is directed downwards and laterally, right? This is your lateral aspect and this is your medial aspect, right? And here you can see that it is directed downwards and laterally, right? Coming to the attachments of your extensor retinaculum. The medial end of your extensor retinaculum is attached to the styloid process of ulna, right? This is your styloid process of ulna. I'm sorry, this is not radius, this is ulna. Then we have triquetral bone, right? Here we have extensor retinaculum. This is the structure in green. The oblique fibrous band is your extensor retinaculum, and here you can see that it is attached to the pisiform bone and triquetral bone, right? So the medial end of your extensor retinaculum, it is attached to styloid process of ulna, pisiform bone and triquetral bone, right? The pisiform and triquetral bones are carpal bones, right? Coming to the attachment, the lateral attachment of your extensor retinaculum. The lateral end is attached to the lower part of anterior border of radius, right? This is your radius bone. This is your radius bone, right? And this is your ulna bone. Ulna is the medial bone and radius is present laterally, right? So the lateral aspect of extensor retinaculum is attached to the lower part of anterior border of radius, right? So this was about the attachment of the extensor retinaculum. Let's move further and see the function and compartments of extensor retinaculum. What is the function of your extensor retinaculum? Basically, extensor retinaculum holds your extended tendons in place, and it also prevents the bowstring when your hand is extended at the wrist joint. So what is bowstringing? Bowstringing occurs when the proximal pulleys of your fingers are damaged, right? When the proximal pulleys are not functioning well or there is a loss in the proximal pulleys of your fingers, then bowstringing occurs, right? So it prevents the bowstringing of your hand when it is extended at wrist joint, and it also holds the extended tendon in place on the back of your wrist. So the back of wrist contains the extensors and the front of your wrist contains the flexors. So extensor retinaculum being present on the posterior aspect of the wrist, it holds the extensor tendons in place on the back of your wrist, right? So the space deep to your extensor retinaculum has been divided into 6 compartments, right? So let's understand the compartments of extensor retinaculum with this diagram. So the outermost structure, the structure in green is your extensor retinaculum, right? This is your extensor retinaculum, the outermost structure, the structure in green, right? This is your radius bone, right? And this is your ulna, right? These are your 6 compartments. This is your first compartment, second compartment, third compartment, fourth, fifth and sixth compartment. So the space that is present deep to your extensor retinaculum, it has been divided into 6 compartments with the help of 5 septum. And the structure in green that is dividing the compartments, this line and these are your septum, right? So these are 5 in number. So these septum extends from the dorsal aspect of your lower end of radius and ulna bone, right? These extends from dorsal aspect of your lower end of radius and ulna bone to the extensor retinaculum, right? So your space that is present deep to the extensor retinaculum, it has been divided into 6 compartments, right, with the help of your 5 septum. The septum extends from the extensor retinaculum to the dorsal aspect of your lower end of radius and ulna bone, right? So these compartments are numbered from 1 to 6th and from your lateral to medial side. This is your lateral side and this is your medial side. So they have been numbered 1 to 6 from your lateral to medial side, right? So in the first compartment we have abductor pollicis longus and extensor pollicis brevis, right? So this is your first compartment. In the second compartment we have extensor carpi radialis longus and extensor carpi radialis brevis. Then we have extensor pollicis longus in the third compartment, right? Then we have extensor digitorum, this is your extensor digitorum, this is your extensor indicis, and we have posterior interosseous nerve and anterior interosseous artery, right? Posterior interosseous nerve is the deep branch of your radial nerve and anterior interosseous artery is the deepest artery on the front of your forearm, right? Anterior interosseous artery supplies blood supply your forearm and it is deepest artery in the front of your forearm. Then we have extensor digiti minimi in the 5th compartment and extensor carpi ulnaris in the 6th compartment, right? So this was about your compartments of your extensor retinaculum. I hope everything is clear to all of you. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.